All right, college football fans, if you haven't heard the news, I'm here to bring it to you. But today, Nick Saban talked about his depth chart, for this week, Alabama's playing USC, and he talked about the quarterbacks naturally. And he announced that the quarterback race is down to two people, Cooper Bateman and Blake Barnett. Interesting. A lot of Alabama fans and different media personnel and people have been hearing a lot of good things about Jalen Hurts. So, of course, we naturally assumed that Jalen Hurts was making a lot of headway and that he will be competing with Cooper Bateman for the starting quarterback job. And so to hear that Blake Barnett is still in it and actually vying for the job is very, very surprising, at least to some. Some people don't even think Blake Barnett or Jalen Hurts have a chance. Of course, they assume that Nick Saban is going to give the job to the veteran guy, which is Cooper Bateman, which is not a bad assumption at all. That makes perfect sense. Cooper Bateman has the most experience of the offense. He has the most knowledge of the offense. Nick Saban acknowledges as much, and he doesn't make as many mistakes. So with that logic, you would be safe assuming that Cooper Bateman will get the job. So those people wouldn't be surprised. Blake Barnett, we've been hearing that of course, he's talented and he's a five-star pro-style quarterback who can also run. But we've been hearing that he's been making too many forced throws. He's been like gunning the ball. And maybe it was just situational. Maybe that was only in the limited times that people saw him, and maybe he's been playing much better when we haven't seen him. But with that being said, I don't think anyone expected this to be the case, at least not the majority of people. At this point, it's really tough to know who to pull for. At the end of the day, I still wanted David Cornwell to win the job. I feel like he was best for the job before he got injured. That's why he's no longer even considered in the running right now. His foot injuries preventing him from doing anything. I think at this point, it's probably safer to go with Cooper Bateman. It's safer, especially with the game against USC is started out. Not saying that Blake Barnett couldn't do it, but I guess it just we're more comfortable with Cooper Bateman seeing this out. It's his fourth year in the program, and as Saban said, if he has the most knowledge of the offense and the most experience, it would be beneficial. The only issue is that we've been hearing from various sources that his arm strength, his arm is not as good as the other guys on the roster, which could pose a problem if we're seeking to be, to attack the deep parts of the defense more often this year. Now, knowing Lane Kiffin, when he calls plays, he adjusts to his players. So I don't necessarily think that having Cooper Bateman will limit us too much because he'll find a way to get Cooper Bateman to get the ball to the playmakers. He can adjust what plays he calls and what throws that he calls for to adjust to Cooper Bateman's strengths and weaknesses. The question is whether Cooper will be able to deliver. And hopefully, after being in the program for 4 years, he will be able to. Alabama fans, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this new development, and who do you think is best? And of course, the USC fans, if you're here, I want to know what you think about this new development. Thanks, guys.